There you go. Can I? Hey Lamer, how are you? How's the sound? Oh, I need to start up VirtualBox. Oh. I can't remember which. Oh, there it is. Hey Lizard. No? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just chillaxing. Just relaxing. I should be doing some stuff for work, but I don't really want to. You, Mac or Windows? Oh, PowerToys have an update. I installed PowerToys the other day. Also, I need to turn off the sound here. Doink. Oh, eyes. Tired. Doobie 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 doop doop doo. Wow, that's really laggy. Why is it that laggy? Hey, Becky. It's probably because we are using a lot of resources. Yeah, that's probably why. It probably is, yeah. It's from Bing Wallpaper, so... Also, why is rounded corners not starting up? Oh, your mistress is here, Lamer. Time to bend over and get whipped. How much RAM do I have here? I have 8 gig. Oh, there's rounded corners. There's so many windows in the background. Yeah. 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 The windows are taking over. The windows are taking over. Do I have any weird shit on this VM? It's my work VM, so... I don't even know what I have downloaded. That's the calorie tracker. That's rounded TV. Why is that in... Oh. What's in test? This is a Python thing. What is this? Documents, tests, select folder. Ah, that's computer vision. I can remove that. Yeah, I can delete that one. What is YouTube? That's also computer vision. PowerShell? ED print? No, that's not what I want. I want... Hey! 6 months, man. Ah, yeah, that's the PDF mover tool I made. Why? Because Windows 11 is the new thing. It's the future. So it's like, why would you upgrade your Linux distribution and not stay on the old one? It's the same reason. Getting new features and blah 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 blah. Image detection, that's also Python. Let's get rid of that shit. Yeah, 6 months in the Kent cult, yeah. Well, you are like the Windows, Linux, and Mac cult leader. So you have a lot of things to get into. What is this here? Oh, that's the Pokemon thing. That's I think that's a tutorial app, admin app. Notepad. Ah, this is actually a really interesting one. The church, yeah. Well, it's actually the church of Becky, because he's giving Lama that good old spanking. Do I have everything installed here to get this to work? Yeah, I was trying to make like a program that backed up settings for slops, Premiere Pro, OBS, in case of updating your system and stuff like that. But I think I will do that in C# instead. I'm starting to actually warm up for C#, actually liking it quite a bit. Because it's so contained. Instead of Python, there's just one big mess with libraries and whatnot, and then you have to do virtual environments to have it contained, and yeah. And I forgot to get my drinks out of the refrigerator, so I have to go do that in a bit. And apparently you also have to pee at some point. So yeah, that's really, really interesting. Is that it? Also, I should have the repo. Where the fuck is the repo one? Web scrap map, web scrapper. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think it's a church. Yeah, it's probably a cathedral or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I have like a liter of orange juice, and I have a liter of soda, so I don't really know which one. Oh, here's the repo shortcut. What do I have in here? Weather, PDF print, that's for work. Calorie counter, that's this one here is probably, which one of these? One of these is the UI. I can't remember. I need to record the hey Esnik, the BMI calculator for C# for next week, about the end of next week. So the first video next week, I have to edit that tomorrow. Is going to be I love Windows, just to piss off some people. And then the video after that will be the BMI calculator for the C# fitness app that we are making. And I don't know if I'm going to live stream or just put like an opinionated video up for Saturday. Esnik, I didn't watch your peppermint video, but can you give us kind of like the 10-foot view or 10,000-mile view of, is peppermint good now, or is it still bad? I still have to watch that video. I've been watching way too many videos about people getting tased and cops shooting bad guys. And I need to record some EDC videos. I just got a new wallet, like a fucking expensive one, but a new wallet. I need to record that one. And I need to edit 2 videos tomorrow. Last Sunday, it stormed really bad here, and fried your TV. Apple TV. Ooh. So it's pretty not. Try and connect it to the internet, man. Try and connect it to the internet. Yeah, so I'm a little bit, maybe not behind, but I have a lot of work to do tomorrow, and I really want to go to the gym and at 6 a.m. tomorrow or something like that. So my plan is to go there, record the EDC video, edit the 2 videos, one for Monday, one for the day after. Maybe I will push the laughing at video to later next week. Maybe Friday next week. Oh yeah, you have the Apple TV box, that's right, yeah. Oh god. Oh yeah. I woke up stupidly early this morning and then was awake for like an hour, and then I took a nap, and I think my sleep is all over the place. Peppermint is okay, it's not exactly to my taste, but it's doing a good job. Okay, so it's just like one of the mill crazy copycat distribution of Linux then. Who knew? Who knew? Solus just got just updated their distro. Solus 4.4 just came out. Hey STO. Being a morning person as of late, but kind of feels good. Yeah, it is. It is good to wake up early. I do feel you get more out of your day. I just need to change my morning habits, because I tend to just wake up and sit in front of the computer for like 2 or 3 hours before I do anything. And then I get too lazy to go and work out and stuff like that. I may go and shop and that's it. Go for a walk and then do some slight shopping, like the dinner for today, the day. I need to stop waking up and go directly in front of my computer. But habits are hard to break, man. Yeah, a lot of people made videos about the new Peppermint. I'm actually thinking about testing Solus, to be honest. It's one of my favorite distributions, but it's not a distribution I would run as my main distribution anymore. I'm done running distributions that are maintained by one or few people or a small group of people, because the sad reality is they almost always end up fucking off. Either they ruin the distribution, or they have like an intense period of time where they do a lot of development, and then they wait like a year or so, and then they do it again. It's just not consistent. So I stick with like Fedora, Debian, Ubuntu, SUSE. That's kind of maybe Mint, Manjaro, Arch. If they have like a really big community or company behind them, I'm more likely to use the distribution. That's why I don't like Naboa. Yeah, I'm so old with Linux now that this whole hype about I call it the distribution of the week, is kind of wearing off on me. I don't give a fuck about what's the new hype of the distribution is anymore. Like, remember, like last year when everyone was masturbating to Fedora and couldn't get enough of Fedora and blah 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 blah. Now they have moved on to something else. I just don't like that fucking race anymore. It just don't make no sense whatsoever. And to be honest, most distributions are pointless. Like, they are massively pointless. Like, what is Peppermint doing that no other distribution is doing? Like, what is specific to Peppermint? What is really specific to Peppermint? XFC and Tuna, I can get that on any, or Thuna, I can get that on any distribution. Can I see what is specific for Peppermint? Plug, maybe, release note, maybe, let's look in there. Yoink. Yeah, Mark was like when Mark Queeves, or what his name was with Peppermint. It was still not my distro of choice to use, but at least he had a fucking vision for it, and he did a lot of stuff other distributions don't do. Right now, Peppermint just looked like Esnix Debian distro, just with another fucking theme on it. Why should I use Peppermint over Esnix OS? That's the question that you should ask yourself if you want to choose a distribution. Why should I use this distribution versus the parent distribution it's based on? So why should I use, let's say, Kubuntu, Mint, or Sorian versus Ubuntu? And if it's just because of the theme and not the specific tools they bring to the table, then you're fooling yourself. You know, hey Spin Viking. Yeah, I'm starting to limit my distribution exposure a lot, dog. Oh yeah, Portland, you're so fucking right. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. So they have an update manager. Every fucking Linux distribution have an update manager, and this looks really bad, by the way. They have a CLI updater. Yeah, it's called sudo apt update, sudo apt upgrade. They have their own Peppermint installer for selected software. Why? So again, I don't understand this. You have GNOME software. You have what is it called? Discover, you have Mint, you have all of these amazing software tools. Why do you need to make your own? I don't know about Halo Master Chief Collection. I've heard people say that it runs if you have Master Chief, if you have it on Steam. But your best bet is go on to the Steam Pro or the Proton database and see what people are saying in there. I do like Solus 4.0. It was one of my favorite distributions of late. Like, you know, Solus is still one of my favorite distributions. But until, like, let me put it this way, with all of the problems the development team have had with people coming, leaving, don't know what's going on, can't access this. Luckily enough, they're going to do something about it right now, but up till like last year, Solus was probably one of the most stupidly managed projects. Like, the way they managed that project is like, how could that exist? It was like everyone was doing 10 different things and not talking to each other, and then one person have all the power or had the keys, and then we can't talk to the guy to get the keys, or we can't get the right key. It was just one big mess. From an administrative standpoint, it was just one big fucking mess. Luckily enough, they're trying to deal with that right now. So far, I haven't seen anything that makes Peppermint stand out. Okay, so the online portion of Halo Master Chief don't work. Okay. I tried the new pop yesterday. It's certainly not new user friendly anymore. Yeah, I'm just fed up with all of this Linux shit. Everyone running Linux, they think that they are this fucking super intelligent 10,000 plus big head IQ person that knows everything about computers and what have you not. And they are on the forefront of the freedom and privacy revolution and blah 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 blah, and then they get confused to compile a simple fucking program. Or they can't figure out why, people want HDR and G-Sync and FreeSync and Adobe Photoshop and stuff like that. They get confused if they get a fucking error message in a prompt in a terminal. It's all about, it's EP, it's peacocking. Most people want Linux because they think they will get them girls, It's so Linux is the equivalent of big alloy wheels, big stereos in cars, all of that fucking shit that the car people are doing to show off their manlyhood or what you will call it. That's Linux for nerds. Linux is our peacocking. That's like, we want to be special, we want to show that we are smarter than anyone else and blah, 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 and then they know nothing about the system they are running. Yeah, hey baby, look at this. Yeah, exactly. That's like, they think that these uber nerds because they're running Linux, and they think that they are so pro privacy and all of that shit. Dude, the Windows users have done more for your privacy than any other user group on Earth. Like, it's pure fact that Windows users have done more to combat privacy than any Linux user have done. You just don't see it as a Linux user because you don't talk to Windows users. Windows users have made sure Microsoft have done a lot, or not been doing a lot of things that they wanted to do because of the outrage from the community, from the Windows users. The Windows users are helping keeping Microsoft at bay for not becoming Google. Yeah, Mac OS is a great in between Windows and Linux. Like I said this a lot. Mac OS is basically what all Linux users wish Linux was. They just don't like. Hey Mabel, they just don't like that it's controlled by Microsoft. But Linux users, they want Linux to have the same support as Mac OS. But they don't want the direction or the leadership that comes with having a distribution like that. Why is the top, like if you look at the most popular or top distributions, or the distributions that has been around the longest, why have they been around the longest? They have great leadership. They have a mission statement or direction, defined direction. And they don't fuck about. That's why most distributions is meaningless. They don't have great leadership. They don't have any fucking direction or mission statement, or what you will call it. And they try to follow the latest trends in computing, and you can't do that. It's just pointless. Dude, I almost never watch any Linux content. Yeah, upgrade to Windows 11 if you use Windows 10. There's no problem with it. Don't wait, just do it. Just do it, there's no issue. Most people, like, it's almost, is it over a year old? I can't fucking remember when Windows 11 came out. Just upgrade. If your system support Windows 11, just upgrade. Windows 11 is a better, more streamlined, more efficient Windows 10. So if your computer runs really well with Windows 10, it runs either as good or better with Windows 11. And you get access to better APIs and optimization and stuff like that for anything you can think of. So yeah. It's so you tried using Pop OS, it broke. Yeah, I don't. Pop OS is starting to rub in the wrong way, to be honest. You're the only one I watch when it comes to Linux content. Oh yeah, I was talking about why I don't like my Linux. So thank you for getting my brain back on track, dog. Yeah, I don't think I watch any Linux content anymore. Sometimes I watch oh, what the fuck is his name? Oh, why can't I remember his name right now? I just watched one of his videos. Like, I watch Esnix when he makes a video if it's not a distribution review. I do watch that sometimes. I just don't like Linux reviews. Tech Hot. I watch him once in a while. And Esnick if it's not a distribution review. And why Linux is actually GNU Linux. You should be slapped in the face, Jesus, for saying that. Yeah, Tech Hot, Esnick. Is there anyone else I watch? Ooh, Linux elitism. I should watch this one here. I have a problem with Linux elitism. Ah. Is he new to this whole thing? Ah, she's like one of those open source. She's doing everything. Fix your PC and your toilet. So it's a little bit of traveling, and this is all over the fucking place.